Hey, what's up you guys? Putting a trailer hitch on your Chevy Silverado can take you outdoors, working hard and playing hard. Let's go ahead and break this hitch install down. So this is the hitch right out of the box. You can see that this is the frame mounting plate here. It's got 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and that's what will be mounting to your frame, to pre-existing holes in your frame. You've got the identical frame bracket on the other side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's go ahead and prep the frame for the hitch installation.
You will need the tools seen here to complete this installation.
Okay, so we're under the vehicle on the driver's side. We're going to go ahead and point out our hitch attachment points here. Starting from the most forward part of the vehicle, this is one pre-existing hole that it'll attach to. Going towards the rear, this is the second. The third, we're going to need to remove this nut here and remove this bolt here. Once we get that down, we can put the hitch right up and then bolt it down. Same thing on the passenger side as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a 21 millimeter and remove both this nut and this bolt. You can go ahead and do that now. It's kind of spinning on top, so I'm going to go ahead and take a 13/16 wrench and support it on the top of the frame there so the bolt can work itself free here. There it goes. Okay, then I'll go ahead and remove the bolt on the most rear part of the frame. Okay, we'll repeat those steps on the passenger side. Okay, now we're ready to put the hitch into place. Okay, so today I'm going to be using a U-Haul hitch jack to put the hitch into place. If you don't have one of these, you're going to need an extra set of hands. The hitch is pretty heavy. Again, we're just lining up the 4 holes in the hitch with the 4 attachment points in the frame. Okay, so as we're putting the hitch up into place, it's going into kind of a tight spot here. You can see it's pressed up against the cross tube, the bumper cross tube here, and the spring shackle here. So what I'm going to do is take a pry bar and take the pointed end of it. I'm just going to put it through the hitch and the most forward attachment hole. And I'm just going to pull back, and as I do, the hitch should go right into place. Just like that. Okay, so over here on our passenger side, and I can see that the holes are not lining up exactly how they're supposed to. They're off just a little bit. That's not a problem at all. Again, I'm gonna just take my pry bar. If you don't have a pry bar, you can simply just use a screwdriver. But you can see as I put my pry bar in here, the metal and steel is still pretty flexible. It'll move around for you. So I'm just going to hold that into place while I put my bolts in the rear portion of the frame. Okay, so again, I have my pry bar in the most forward hole, and now I'm going to go ahead and start by putting our bolts in the pre-threaded weld nut at the very end of the frame. Okay, and before we tighten up the most rear bolts, what we're going to do is take the provided spacers here, and these are going to go in between the hitch and the frame on the forward 2 holes. I'll just line up the holes in the spacer in the frame and the hitch. Do the same thing on the driver's side. Okay, so now we're ready to get the carriage spacers in and the carriage bolts in. We're going to go in through the top of the frame and then down through the spacer and hitch. I'll show you how we do that here. We're just going to reach our hand up, drop it through the hole here, make sure it's seated. That. We can go ahead and take the provided nuts. And hand tighten those on. Okay, do the same thing on the passenger side. Okay, so we're ready to tighten down all of our hardware now. I'll start at the most rear bolts, which again is going to be a 21 millimeter with a 5-inch extension. Okay, now for the most forward bolts provided by the Hitch manufacturer, I'm going to switch over to a 3/4 inch socket. And we'll do the same thing on the passenger side. Okay, now that we have the hardware snug down, we'll go ahead and take our torque wrench and torque them down to the manufactured specs. Let's go over a few important measurements you'll need. From the ground to the top of the inside of the receiver tube, it's going to be 18 inches. That's going to help you select a ball mount for a rise or a drop. And then from the pin and clip hole to the most rear edge of the bumper, it measures 3 inches. That's going to help you determine any accessory that has a vertical post on it. Okay, thank you for watching our video. Have fun and be safe and enjoy the outdoors.
To learn more about the products seen in this video, or to schedule an installation by U-Haul Hitch Professional, Visit us online today at uhaulhitches.com.